Take a moment. You don't need to rush. You don't need to do anything right now. Just sit and listen. If you are young and feeling confused, if you are young and feeling tired without knowing why, if you are young and wondering whether life is supposed to feel this heavy, this message is for you. Not to push you, not to judge you, not to tell you that you are failing, but to sit with you. Most young people today are not weak. They are overloaded. Too much noise, too many expectations, too many voices telling you who to be before you even understand who you are. And because of that, happiness feels far away. But listen carefully. Happiness is not far away. It is quiet, and it is close. And by the end of this message, you will know exactly how to find it. Here's an expanded, deeply valuable version with more practical guidance, emotional depth, and actionable wisdom. The Quiet Path to Happiness, a complete guide for young people who feel lost. Begin narration, very slow, calm voice. Take a moment. You don't need to rush. You don't need to do anything right now. Just sit and listen. If you are young and feeling confused, if you are young and feeling tired without knowing why, if you are young and wondering whether life is supposed to feel this heavy, this message is for you. Not to push you, not to judge you, not to tell you that you are failing, but to sit with you. Most young people today are not weak. They are overloaded. Too much noise, too many expectations, too many voices telling you who to be before you even understand who you are. And because of that, happiness feels far away. But listen carefully. Happiness is not far away. It is quiet, and it is close. And by the end of this message, you will know exactly how to find it. Why you feel the way you feel. Let's talk honestly. You wake up, and before your feet touch the ground, your mind is already running. Things you didn't finish. Things you should be doing. Things other people are doing better than you. You open your phone, and instantly your mind starts comparing. Someone is richer. Someone is happier. Someone is ahead. And slowly, without realizing it, you begin to feel behind in your own life. This is not your fault. Your brain was not designed to process thousands of opinions every day. Your heart was not designed to compete constantly. So you feel tired, restless, unmotivated, sometimes empty. Not because your life is meaningless, but because your attention is scattered, and happiness cannot survive in a scattered mind. But here's what most people don't tell you. This feeling has a name. It's called chronic disconnection. You are disconnected from the present moment. You are disconnected from your body. You are disconnected from what actually matters. And when you are disconnected, everything feels harder than it should. Sleep doesn't restore you. Rest doesn't refresh you. Even good things don't feel fully good. Because you're fully there to experience them. Here is the lie many young people believe. I will be happy when my life improves. When I succeed. When I have money. When people respect me. When I finally figure things out. But happiness does not wait in the future. If it did, successful people would never feel lost. Wealthy people would never feel empty. Famous people would never struggle. But they do. Because the problem was never your circumstances. The problem is where your attention lives. The truth is this. Happiness is not something you achieve. Happiness is something you practice. And there is one daily habit, simple, quiet, and powerful, that brings happiness back into your life almost immediately. But before I tell you what it is, you need to understand why it works. Your brain has two modes. Mode 1, survival mode. This is where you scan for threats. What's wrong? What could go wrong? What am I missing? This mode kept your ancestors alive. But in the modern world, it keeps you anxious. Mode 2, presence mode. This is where you notice what is. Not what could be, not what should be, just what is. This mode is where peace lives. Most young people spend 90% of their day in survival mode. Checking, comparing, worrying, planning, regretting. And your brain interprets this as, something is wrong. Stay alert. Don't relax. So your body never fully relaxes. Your mind never fully rests. And happiness, which requires relaxation, never has a chance to emerge. But here's the good news. You can train your brain to spend more time in pre-sync, E-mode. And the way you do that is surprisingly simple. The habit is this. Every day, notice one small good thing fully, for at least 30 seconds. Let me explain this carefully. This does not mean pretending life is perfect. This does not mean ignoring pain. This does not mean toxic positivity. It means this. Every day, you choose one small moment. You slow down. You notice it with your full attention. And you allow yourself to appreciate it. without distribute. Action. No phone. No analyzing. No performing. Just awareness. How to do it, step by step. Here's exactly how to practice. Step 1. Choose a moment. It can be anything. Morning coffee or tea, warm water on your hands, the first breath after waking, sunlight through a window, a song you love, sitting down after a long day. The moment doesn't need to be special. It just needs to be real. Step 2. Pause for 30 seconds. Set a timer if you need to. In those 30 seconds, put your phone down, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Notice the physical sensations. Notice sounds, textures, temperatures. Let yourself feel it fully. Step 3. Say one sentence, silently or aloud. This is good. Or, I'm glad this exists. Or, I appreciate this. That's it. No need to journal. No need to post about it. No need to make it profound. Just notice. Appreciate. Move on. That's the entire practice. 30 seconds. Once a day? Minimum. Your 7-day challenge. Here's how to start. Day 1. Notice one thing that feels okay for 30 seconds. That's it. Day 2. Same thing. 30 seconds. One small moment. Day 3. Notice if it's getting easier to slow down. Day 4. Try noticing something different than the previous days. Day 5. Notice if you feel slightly calmer today. Day 6. Allow yourself to feel proud that you're practicing. Day 7. Decide if you want to keep going. Most people who do this for 7 days keep doing it because it works. Not in a loud way, in a quiet, steady, deeply real way. So tonight, before you sleep, or tomorrow, when you wake, try it once. Choose one small moment. Notice it fully. Don't judge it. Don't analyze it. Don't perform it. Just notice. 30 seconds. That's enough. You're enough. And this practice will help you remember that every single day, if